Hey guys, it's Heather. Sorry about the glare. I have like a glare on my glasses. I was doing a request on. I guess it's basically like um, my and Brian's love story, or how we met and how we got here today and stuff. So I'm gonna take this off because it's really bothering me. But so here it is. I'll try to post the pictures and stuff later, because I made a slideshow at one point, but then the song, I couldn't put it on because of the song or whatever, so I have to fix that and then I'll post it. But we went to high school together when I was a freshman. He was a senior, and we never really talked then or anything. We knew each other. Like, I was friends with his best friend, and so we knew each other, but like I thought he was the biggest jerk on the face of the planet in high school, and he was like, oh, she's some stupid freshman, so we never talked to each other. And plus, there's some other things. Just like, I thought he was really cute, but I would not have told him that at the time because I thought he was a jerk. But anyways, after high school, shortly after he graduated, he joined the Army. He enlisted, and I didn't see him again for another couple of years. I talked to Clay, which is our mutual best friend, about him every now and then, because Clay said, oh yeah, Brian joined the Army, and we talked about it. I was like, oh, well, that's cool. And I didn't really ever think I would talk to him or anything, so I was like, whatever. But, I was like, well, told him I said hi. I still thought he was cute, but yeah, I was just like, okay. But, ow. Ow. Okay, that hurt. Um, Back to the story. A couple of years later, after he was deployed to Iraq, he came back, and it was a couple months after he got back. I was dating somebody that I'd been dating for a while, because we were on the verge of a breakup, and just like, it was a mess. Cause we did not get along at all, and but neither one of us wanted to be the one to end it. But so I was dating somebody whenever we ended up meeting again. So I really wasn't paying that much attention to him. I remember that he was telling me that as soon as he would get somebody's number, he would get 5 steps away from them and delete it. And I was like, okay, what a jerk. But we became friends and stuff, and then eventually me and the guy that I was dating at the time broke up. And I remember Brian asked for my number, and I was like, yeah, you're gonna delete it as soon as you get 5 steps away from me. There's no point in even wasting my time giving you my number. But I gave him a hard time about that, and so I was like, whatever, I'll just give him my number to make him be quiet. And he actually 10 minutes later, I got into the parking lot, and I was talking to one of my friends after church, and he texted me, and I was like, that's weird. And so we started talking and everything, and then we started hanging out, and I met some of his friends, and we started talking a lot. And actually, I had told our mutual best friend, he had told our friend that he liked me. I told him that I liked him, but we both made him promise not to tell the other one, so he didn't say anything. Instead, he kept hinting it to Brian, and Brian didn't really believe him, so he's like, whatever. So I remember I was talking to one of my friends, and she kept making fun of me because she wanted me to date mine and Brian's mutual friend, and I didn't want to date him. He's my brother, and I was not interested in him at all. But so I told her that I liked one of our friends, which was Brian, and she was making fun of me. So a couple of minutes later, I got a text from Brian, and he was like, oh yeah, what are you doing? I was like, oh well, my friend is making fun of me because of who I like, because of some stuff, because she wants me to date somebody else, and he kept asking me about it, and I was like, I'm not going to tell him this. So I'm just like, why should I tell you? And he, like, we went through this long process of, like, going back and forth on whether I should tell him or not. So I was finally like, whatever, and told him, and his exact words were, oh, okay, don't worry about it. So I was like, great. I just made myself look completely stupid. But he was still, like, nervous. He didn't want to ask me out still because he was, like, nervous on what I would say or whatever. And every time he went to do it, he got really shy and then wouldn't do it. So our friend Clay, who was the one we both told that we liked each other too, he actually decided it would be funny to play a prank on Brian and was like, since you didn't take the initiative, I thought I would, and I asked her out. And sent him that, and Brian was like really mad, and he came home, and me and his sister are friends, and I didn't tell her that I liked him. But she kind of knew because she's not dumb, and I'm not a very, I'm very easy to read. But, so she knew, and she texted me, she's like, Brian is so mad because Clay, like, she knew I wouldn't date Clay, but she's like, he's so mad. And I was like, really? So I talked to him about it. He's like, I'm not mad about it, da 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 da, you know, just, and he admitted to being mad about it later, after we'd been dating for a few months, he admitted to being mad, but he didn't want me to know he was mad about it because he didn't want me to think he was jealous. But, after he did that, like, a couple of days later, he ended up asking me out. Like, the night before he asked me out, his sister told me he was going to because he told her and she was excited. But, we're both very hot-headed, we're both very stubborn. So it was very interesting. And we, like, I trusted him pretty quickly. I trusted him a lot faster than I've ever trusted anyone. And I fell for him very, very hard, very, very fast. And, like, I was so afraid that I was going to end up getting hurt. And neither one of us really thought that it would last. Like, we both liked each other a lot, but, like, most of the people I've dated, I've broken up with. So he was afraid I was going to hurt him. And then I had, like, a really bad habit of dating kind of jerk guys. Not all of them, but a lot of them that I dated were kind of jerky. So I just kind of, like, because I was like, okay, this guy's really attractive, and he's really funny and very outgoing, there has to be something, you know, he has to be some kind of jerk. And, like, he's very sarcastic and stuff, but, like, I was just sitting there, I was like, I know he's gonna hurt me, so I had walls up for a long time. And I trusted him, but, like, I guess I still had doubts for a while. And then, like, after about, I guess, somewhere between 6 to 9 months, we just got really close, and I was like, okay, I don't think he's gonna hurt me. Of course, we had our ups and downs. We had fights and stupid arguments about stupid stuff, but, then, in, May, he asked my dad to marry me, and my dad was like, "Yep, go for it." I was like, "Yeah, that's an awesome dad." My mom asked him like 20 questions. My mom's definitely like the more protective one. But then he proposed, and on my birthday, and a couple of months later, we were actually planning on getting married in July of 2013, but we ended up getting married actually last Monday, or this Monday. It's like 5 days ago. Because it'd be better, he thinks it would be better to get married before he left instead of after. And so we did that, and then Tuesday he went back to Wisconsin, and he will be back in a month, and I will see him for a month and a half before he deploys for 15 months. And then we'll actually have a big wedding and invite everybody. So we didn't really invite anybody to the one we had, just a couple people that live near us that were family. But not a lot of either one of our families live close to us, so it wasn't very many people. But that was about all, and that's just the beginning of the story. We have a lot more, and basically the videos are updating people more in depth about stuff because I don't want it to be like a 20-minute video. But that's about all. Love you guys, and if you have any questions, requests, comments, whatever, post them below or inbox me and I'll get back to you. Okay, bye guys.